everybody, and welcome to the Grace Grella Show. As always, I am your psychic medium healer host, and tonight is a special one because we have a special returning guest, the one and only Brian Orlando, DJ, Shark Radio, Taurito extraordinaire, his own YouTube channel now, Rock and Soul. And he's just amazing. He can do it all. He's the communicator. His ruling planet is Mercury. Mercury is retrograde. And so that means many happy returns, Brian. You'll be coming back with many happy returns here. And I'll look forward to it because it's a blessing to have you here. And Brian, what's going on June 11th?
Well, it's my birthday bash for Angela's house. It's 3 to 7. A $10 donation gets you in the door. Momo's 2 in Bayport, 667 Montauk Highway. I've got a really great party rock band who specializes in 90s music called Alt X. They're going to start out. And then Sponge, one of the best live acts you'll ever see. They sold quite a few millions of records in the 90s. Rotting Pinata was their most successful album. Their big song was Plowed and Molly, 16 Candles. And it's 4 hours. It's fun. I have some special surprises. And we have a ton of auction items. Like you can walk away with rock and roll memorabilia, one-of-a-kind artwork, clothing, designer clothing. There's a lot going on in those 4 hours.
Well, I know it's going to be jam-packed, and I know it's going to go after hours. You know that. It's not going to party. I'm going to rock and roll all night. There we go. Says the song.
Well, the Angela's House people are beautiful people, and a lot of their supporters show up. It'll be a really good night. You know, Angela's House helps medically fragile children, and their families are facing economic hardships with these medical costs. These kids have very rare diseases and medical situations, and Angela's House keeps the families close. Normally, these kids would have to be treated out of state or at least far away from their home, and Angela's House keeps everybody close together. While these kids get treated, the families have that relief of not having to go somewhere else and leave some of the kids behind. They're a beautiful organization, and all the money raised on June 11th, every dime goes straight to them.
And I love, A, that you do that, B, that you're donating your own time and talent with your rock and soul cards, rock and roll card, that there, and that you should definitely have somebody, maybe even Nicole, film you while you're doing that and put that on your YouTube channel. I think that's brilliant content for your YouTube channel. I also know that you're still accepting, for your Chinese auction, you're still accepting donations of gift certificates and things, and they just need to contact you how?
They can contact me at orlando@943theshark.com. They can DM me on my Instagram, Orlando0616. Either way, any auction item, you know, anything from a $25 gift card to somewhere to a service. I just had somebody donate some egress windows, which is a beautiful prize. I've got unique artwork. I actually have Anthony Parisi donated a deck of the classic rock tarot cards along with some other artwork that's going to be up for auction. There's all kinds of things, all different tiers, Vera Bradley pocketbooks, you name it, it's going to be there.
I love it. And all for the good cause, all for Angela's house and the kids. And that's what's most important, especially for the children. And it just, you know, a moment of silence here for the children that we lost the other day. But I'm so happy that the children from Angela's house have you as their champion, and to make sure that their healing treatments are done in the comfort of being surrounded by their loved ones. And that's healing in and of itself. Because if you ask me, love is the greatest healing energy in the universe. So you're adding a lot to that, and kudos to you, Brian. I think it's just awesome. And hopefully, I wanted to let you know that Phyllis Sterneman, that was saying that, you know, we're doing a great job here tonight. Her daughter, Nicole, whose birthday is October 31st, wants to know about her aching back and is it going to improve so she can take a vacation this summer. Can you pull a card for Nicole Sterneman is her name?
Pulling it back for healing.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, when the devil appears upside down, I look at that as deviation to whatever the situation is. So if your daughter is in a situation where she's having trouble walking, as much as it would be nice to get away, when you're on vacation, you do a lot of walking, a lot of traveling. I'm going to say this because I do not have any medical experience whatsoever. What this tells me is that the problems that you're having right now are not problems to be taken lightly or taken for granted. And if you feel that any activity that you're planning is going to exacerbate what your problem is, I would hold off. You're smart enough to know what hurts, what doesn't, and what might hurt it worse. If you feel there's a chance anything's going to hurt it worse, now's not the time.
Very insightful, Brian. And Phyllis, I think Nicole, she's a Scorpio, so she's very strong-willed. God bless her. And I love and adore her. So there's suggesting to her, that's about it. She's going to make up her own mind. But I really do feel that she needs, I think it's a seized muscle. I don't think it has anything to do with her vertebrae. They look strong and healthy and fabulous. I think massage therapy could really help her out here and get release some of that tension and go to an acupuncturist. Alternative healing methods could really help her out and assist her. But I totally agree with Brian. If this doesn't abate within 2 weeks, she should definitely stay close to home. I agree with him on that. Because the worst thing in the world is being away from home and have something happen and you're not close to home and your doctors and your loved ones. And so, and you're a Libra. You're a lovable Libra, Phyllis, so I know you're doing all the logic here. So, and you're with us on that. So, but not to worry. I feel she's going to recover, and be fabulous. Now, hopefully, we can get to Annette, who's hanging on the phone. Annette, are you there?
Yes, I am.
How can we help you, Annette?
Oh, I'm so excited to be talking to you. Can you just tell me anything? It's someone coming forward for me.
It's so funny. I keep hearing the song, Ricky, Don't Lose That Number. Is there anybody on the other side that liked that song or is named?
Not that I know of.
Okay.
No.
Why am I hearing that music? What's the name of the person you want to hear from on the other side, love?
Nick.
Oh, it's Nick, not Rick. Okay. Now, did this person just recently, within the past 5 years, leave the planet?
In the what?
Did Nick die in the last 5 years?
Yes, 3.5 years ago.
Okay, thank you. And why is he blaming himself? He says he takes full responsibility for his passing.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault, though. He was sick.
Yeah, but he says he should have taken better care of himself, he said.
Well, he took very good care of himself, actually. The healthiest person I've ever known.
Well,
health-wise.
Okay, well, I'm just the messenger. Don't shoot me. But Nick is saying that he feels that if he had taken better care of himself, he didn't really like doctors, he says. And what was the cause of death, honey? Anything to do with his chest area?
He had lymphoma, a blood cancer.
Okay.
And it just came on suddenly. He was fine one day, and next day he had cancer of the blood.
All right. For some reason, it's like I keep hearing through my fault, through my most grievous fault. So he's guilting himself over this. Like, I should have gone to the doctor. I should have had blood workup. I should have, it's like he's overanalyzing it.
Yeah, yeah.
And, because he still doesn't want to believe that he's not here physically.
Yeah.
And, but he says, his arms are too short to box with God.
Yeah.
And was this your husband?
Yes.
And did you have 3 children together?
2.
Was there a 3rd pregnancy that didn't come through?
No.
All right, he says you had 3 kids. So I don't know if it was the 2 biological and a dog, because sometimes animals are like our kids.
Well, my dog was kind of close to us, everybody in the family. He's still around. So he was like my baby. So.
Okay, so your dog was like, I guess, the 3rd child in his eyes.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
And he says that there's something to do with, he never got to fix a fence in the backyard.
The fence in the backyard.
Yeah. Did somebody
No,
ask him to help put a fence around a pool?
Not that I know. I can't think of anything like that.
All right.
No.
All right. Well, just remember that I'm saying this. He's saying this to you because somebody's going to
Okay.
bring it up in conversation. You're going to be at a barbecue.
Yeah.
And somebody's going to make a joke. Oh, yeah, sure. He leaves before he gets a chance to put the fence up around my pool or fix the fence around my pool. Like, they're going to be making a joke about it.
Okay.
All right? To try to, like, cheer you up. Okay?
Okay.
Make you laugh. And he says he was really good at doing that. He could make you laugh, he said.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah. And
Absolutely.
there's also something to do with... he likes the little altar you made of him. Do you have like either a mantle above a fireplace or a shelf or something with all his...
Yes, I have a mantle in my kitchen. I have a little picture of him and a teddy bear and a little candle with a saying on it.
Bingo. That's what he's showing me, and he's thanking you for the altar.
Well, thank my daughter. She's the one who thought of it.
All right, well, he's thanking, he's talking to you, babe, so you can pass it along, okay? And
That is what
he also said that there's something to do with a, I keep seeing a piano. Do you have a piano in your house?
my daughter has a little tiny piano that he bought her many years ago in an antique shop.
Okay,
And she
so
keeps it
he
in her
bought her
dresser.
this piano.
Yes, a long time ago, yeah.
Okay. He says the piano, it's not a self-playing piano, but you're going to hear
No.
some notes from this piano. Nobody's going to be near the piano, but he says it's him. He's the piano man, and he starts laughing. He says, "You think it's Billy Joel? No, he's not the piano man. Your husband Nick on the other side is going to make the tickle the ivories there. And when that
Okay.
happens, girlfriend, you better email me, okay?"
Oh, my God. Getting chills just thinking about that.
Yeah, you got chills because that's what I call the truth check. When we
Yeah.
connect with spirit and we know it's the real deal, when it's on point,
Yeah.
you know, we get the chills. They are multiplying, as they would sing in Grease, the movie Grease. Let's see what card Brian pulls for.
Okay.
Already done.
I figured. What you got, Brian?
Annette, it sounds like you haven't fully gotten over this, and maybe irrationally you're blaming yourself somehow on some level. And when I pulled this card, the song came right to me: surrender, but don't give yourself away. You don't have to ever forget your husband. You can keep the pictures up. But I think what this message means is that it's time to accept that he's not coming back, and even connecting with him in spirit isn't going to fulfill what's missing right now. It's time for you to fulfill that with what's here in the physical world and let go of the grief of him not being here anymore. Surrender, but don't give it away.
Wow. That's the next question I was going to ask.
See,
Oh, my God.
that's how in tune Brian is. And why? Because he's the pilot of the airwaves. So listen, if you
It's so
want to get a really good card reading from Brian and a worthy cause, help out Angela's house, go to his big birthday bash fundraiser on Saturday, June 11th at Momo's in Bellport from 3.
Bayport.
Oh, Bayport, sorry.
Yeah.
Bayport. And from
Yeah,
3 to 7. And
Okay.
there's going to be lots of cool stuff going on down there. Besides Brian being there and reading cards.
That's fine. I'll be there.
There you
definitely.
go. You
But Grace,
won't
can you
regret
just
it.
you tell me one thing? Do you see anything for my daughter in the future, how her life is going to be? Her future.
When's her birthday month and day, please?
May 1st.
Ooh, Mayday. Okay. Well, as a Taurus, you never have to worry about her. She's grounded. She knows what she wants. She's an earth sign. She'll work hard to achieve it. And did she ever mention that she wanted to get involved in teaching?
No. She's involved in a lot of charities like pet rescue and things like that. She gets involved with the homeless and
Okay, well, I see
things
her
like-
educating and teaching people. So maybe she will do that in those areas, in that genre.
yeah, that could be possible, yes.
Okay.
Does speak about
Because she's going to wind up helping people. If she didn't do that, she'd become a nurse, you know?
Yeah.
God gives us all gifts. They're all non-refundable. We got to use them sooner or later, bada boom. And she's got the gift of healing, honey.
Okay, great.
No worries. You did a good job,
Am I going to be a
Grayson.
grandmother someday?
Are you going to be a grandmother? Absolute.
Okay.
You better start knitting now, I'm hearing.
All right,
The
I'm
baby
starting right
blanket. The baby blanket. Do you crochet?
now. Okay. Yeah, I used to many years ago, but I could go back to that.
Oh yeah, like in a heartbeat. It's like riding a bike. You pick it up in a
Yeah.
second. Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
within I'm here within the next 2 years, babe.
Okay.
Okay. So God
Thank
bless.
you.
Thanks for calling us.
Thank you so
And
much.
I'm so excited that you're going to see Brian on Saturday,
Yes.
June 11th at his event. Bring your daughter. Bring everybody you know.
Okay,
It's
I
going to be
definitely will.
awesome. Okay.
Okay.
All right, honey. Lots of love.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Brian, isn't that exciting? And that's going to come down, and it's going to be live and in person. I love it.
I love it. There's going to be a lot of surprises. If you know any Star Wars fans, all I could say about it without ruining it is they want to come down because something spectacular, outrageous, and outright ridiculous is going to happen.
Okay. So not only is the force with you, you're going to manifest it. Is that what you're saying?
The Force will be in full effect on June 11th.
I love it. Okay, so all you Star Wars fans, the force is with you. Help me, Obi-Wan. Definitely go down there. And to me, it's just so empowering to know that you, Nicole, all your friends in music, musicians are always on the frequency and the wavelength. And so many people I know that are professional musicians are gifted as well as you are, Brian. It's like they just know what they know. And it just comes, they channel it through their music. And hey, you're a musician. Didn't you write Choose Song?
I wrote a song. Calling myself a musician is a slap in the face to my friends that actually do this well. But I know a little bit about music. I'm just lucky to have friends that are very talented.
Well, you are as well. So it's about, I appreciate the humility here, but a Sicilian being humble is just new to me.
It's only half, Grace. I'm only half Sicilian.
Oh, that explains it. Okay. All right. So, but I love. Oh, but Brian, you make me laugh. Somebody else wanted you to, in the comments here. Oh, Tommy Shaughnessy, another Gemini is on the phone, and his birthday's coming up. Tommy.
Yeah,
Happy birthday early, Tommy.
thank you.
Tommy, can you hear me? Boom, boom, boom. Okay, so you want Brian to pull a card for you?
Yes.
Brian, could you do that for the birthday, almost the birthday boy here?
Tommy, you got anything specific? You just want like a stock message?
A stock message.
Tommy, you got to turn down your computer, your audio. We're getting echoes.
All right. Tommy, listen. You got dreams. You've got ideas that look like they can come into fruition. When the sun's upside down, I see a little bit of lyrics I probably can't say, but you know the famous Casey Jones song, "Driving That Train High on," right? So you have all the potential in the world to reach the sun, and everything that you need is right there. I wouldn't say problem, but it might take a little longer to get what you want if you get there recklessly. Take a breath, realize that everything's going to be there. It just might not be as fast as you want it to be. That doesn't mean it's not going to happen. If you force it, you're going to wind up with problems on the road. If you go too fast, you're going to get pulled over. So take it slow, take a breath, understand, maybe accept that what you want isn't not going to happen. It's just not going to happen as fast as you want it to. And as soon as you accept that and learn to take it easy, what you want, your dream is going to be there.
Okay. That sounds good.
I'd say that's a happy birthday to you, is what I'd say.
Yeah, really.
From one Gemini to another.
Are you June? Are you June Gemini or May?
May.
Okay.
May 28th. So, Tommy, I think you need to go to the Orlando's birthday bash event.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Yeah.
Are you going?
And bring all your friends. We'll have.
We're going to try to get Grace to go.
Come on, Grace, you go, I'll go.
As I told Ryan, who I love dearly, listen, if I'm not there physically, I'll be there spiritually. So you show up and let me know. I'll
Yeah,
want
I'll
you either way,
definitely
Tommy. You know that.
Put it on your website so I remember.
Okay, sweetie. Don't worry. I'll text you, all right? I'll
All right.
text you all the information. And for everybody else watching, it's the Birthday Bash fundraiser on Saturday, June 11th. And
Okay.
it's for all proceeds go to Angela's house for the kids. God bless them. And it's from 3 to 7 at Momo's in Bayport.
Okay.
Okay? But I would definitely text you that, honey. So don't worry, Tommy.
All right, thanks. Thanks, Aunt.
Brian, Tommy says thank you.
I waved.
Okay, now, I don't usually do this, but I'm going to. I'm just going to have to do this. Brian, would you pull a card for me tonight, please?
For you?
Yeah.
Well, I've never done this before. All right.
You could do it.
It's the Magician upside down. So, Grace, there's people in your life and there's tools in your life that might not be recognized right now. It's not that you don't have everything that you need, it's that it's not being utilized correctly. I feel that with the Magician in general, right side up, it represents, having all of these resources. Upside down, I feel like, Jimi Hendrix had to turn his guitar upside down to play it because he was left-handed, but he couldn't afford a left-handed guitar. So he found a way to get it done. I think that all of these roadblocks, these I can'ts, are not roadblocks. I think you're not looking far enough into the roadway to see that it's not a dead end. It extends. You just have to realize that there might be a trap door, that there might be a wall you have to climb over. There is another side to the path. But right now, all you see are blocks. And if you start to embrace everything that you have at your disposal and get a little creative with it, realize, okay, I have A, B, and C, but I have to push B back a little bit and push A and C together and get back to B a little later, you'll start to put more things into motion. You have what you need. You don't need any more. You just got to get a little creative with how you use it.
To be or not to be? I keep hearing the Beatles singing the long and winding road. So I totally feel that. I know exactly what you're saying to me, and you're 100% on point with that, Brian. So thank you for communicating that to me. And I appreciate you. I love that you did this for me. This is awesome. And I encourage everybody, all the viewers, you want to gather all your friends. Definitely want to go to this man's birthday bash fundraiser on Saturday, June 11th at Momo's in Bayport. And it's from 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. And it's all
around 7.
What?
It's going to go.
I know it's going to go beyond 7. I know that. I wouldn't even have to be psychic to figure that one out, okay? Music, good people, a good cause. You just want that to go on forever. Isn't that the truth, right?
Artwork, exclusive artwork. There's all kinds of stuff going on.
Yeah, the Force is going to be with you. And, you're going to see, you might even see Obi-Wan down there or a stormtrooper or something. You never know that's going to materialize down there. It's all good. Brian, thank you. Thank you for coming on.
Always. Thanks for having me, Grace. Always.
For all that you do. Everybody is grateful. Thank you so much. Lots of love.